Oshubare mare o, Ọlọ́run tó lámì yẹ, Etubare mare o, Oshubare mare o. Ọba, Ọba, olùdáàbò mi. Ìbà fún ọ. Mo forí balẹ̀ o. Ìbà fún ọ. Mo forí balẹ̀ o. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. Ọlọ́run tó lágbára o. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare Oshubare mare Oshubare mare o. 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 Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy this morning. Are you happy? I'm so happy because how do I start counting it? How? I woke up 3 a.m. I've been singing. This song is saying, the God that kept me, my God that I'm serving, that kept me from January up to now. that give life, that made me who I am, that blessed me, a rejected soul, that I'm saying thank you. Another year has come and gone. A rejected soul has become somebody. Even if your prayer has not been answered, say thank you. Ain't nobody like me. Year to year, I don't beg for food. I've not begged for food. My children have never gone to hospital. Every day I keep remaking my vow to Ndimiri. None of my cars was stolen. Nothing was taken out from my car. Nobody dragged me to police case or court case that I did work, it did not work for them. Since 3 a.m. I have not begged. I have not borrowed. People who wish me to come and beg for the food for them, I didn't. Landlord or landlady didn't drag me, I didn't pay my bills. My car didn't stop me either. Oshobare mare, Oshobare mare, Oshobare mare, Olori to labera, Oshobare mare, Oshobare mare, Oshobare mare, Oshobare mare. Hey, no shame, no pain, no ridicule, no hospital. Nobody dragging me that I chop their money or I destroy them or Chinyere mundu odogu mekene munu. Oshumare mare o. If it's your Jesus, thank your God. Is it Jesus? Is it Omenanda? Say thank you to them or the reason. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. Ekene. Oshubare mare. Stop crying for what you didn't receive. Oh, thank you. Thank God for what you have. Oshubare mare o. Oshubare mare o. You didn't get a car. Thank God you have life. You don't have children. Thank God. Some people have children, they died. You are not back into your own house, but you have life. When you have life, there is hope. When you sow seed, when you give, you do sacrifices. You bring out time to thank. Thank for what is coming. thank you. Sing your song to the God you are worshiping. Since 3 a.m. I'm awake. Where Chico, where's Zako? Wake a no dogo. Some children went to school, they didn't come back. Your own children go and come back. Say thank you. Even if you didn't mean it, say thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you. Yeah, thank you. Whether you mean it or not, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my kings and my queens. Don't forget to join me today by 2 a.m. I'm still going to do my live video. But listen to the message I have for you and I today. Listen to the message I have for you and I today. At least if you don't do anything this December, please be grateful. if you don't do anything for me this December, this festive period, Millie, whom I worship, whom I serve, who is my life, said, be grateful. Remove ungrateful from your heart. Ungratefulness from your heart. Be grateful. If you cannot be any other thing, please be grateful. We human beings, we tend to think about what we did not achieve. We tend to celebrate what we don't have. We tend to think about and elongate and maximize and glorify what we are not able to achieve. We forgot to say thank you to the universe for what we have. Your God is not your houseboy. Your God is not your servant. We tend to magnify our problem, glorify our problem, make phone call on our problem behalf, speak it and scream it to the neighbors, to the land, to the water, land and the sea, what we are not able to achieve. But we forgot to say thank you for what we have. Your spirit and the other person's spirit are not the same. Listen to me. The message I have for you since this morning, listen to me. If you have children, buy them hot drink, one bottle each. Please don't go and buy something of 500 or 200. Don't go and buy hot of 200 or 500. You see it? You see this one? You see this one? My son have used it to go and pour it outside today as he was going out. This one is remaining for the other two boys. This is a message given to me to give to you anytime you watch this video. Get a bottle of hot. Please try and buy wine or hot. This wine, this drink you are seeing is not 1,000 naira. It's not 1,000 naira. You see it? It's not 1,000 naira. Don't go and buy drink of 200 naira. Please don't go and buy drink of. Don't go and buy drink of 200 naira. Don't go and buy drink of 500 naira. People, children went to school, they couldn't come back. You don't bother. You don't think, what if my child was the one that thing happened to? Oh, thank you, God, I thank you for my children that go out. No, you don't say that. No, you don't like it. It's the clothes you are not able to buy. The dreams you are not able to achieve. The husband that you didn't get. The travel on abroad that you weren't able to travel. One of the things that annoys our spiritual guides, one of the things that spiritual that annoys our God or goddesses, whatever God you are worshiping, is ingratitude, ungrateful human being. It pains you when you do good to people and people do bad to you. Does it pain you? It pains you, right? That is the way you are ungrateful. You don't say thank you for the one of yesterday and yesteryears. All the long life and prosperity. All the going and coming in. You're able to eat food and swallow it. Somebody went to go and buy the same food and eat it and die. But you went there and eat it. That same restaurant you went to go and eat food, somebody went there and ate and died and came back and died. You can drive in and drive out. You're not grateful for that. But you're angry at what you're not able to achieve. And you wonder why you don't get its blessing steadily. You lie down to sleep. Somebody else lie down to sleep, couldn't wake up. Somebody lie down to sleep and wake up in coma. Wake up, not wake up, partially not awake. You sleep and wake up, you go out and come in. You don't bring out a day to fast. That fasting is called fasting and thanking. You don't do that. Somebody's child died. It doesn't pain you. You know why? Because it's not yours that died. I am told to tell you, if you have 5 children, buy 5 bottles of drink. Don't buy beer. If you remove 1.5 into 5 to go and buy wine, is something. After all, if your children are sick, medicine of 1,005 will not cure them. You're able to pay your bills, your children goes to school. You're not grateful. This is not for you, it's for your children. If you are not married, you are a man, you are a woman, you are not married, and you know the kind of how many children you want to have, buy the bottle of drink of how many children you want to have, pour it on the ground. Don't say anything. Pour it on the ground. I did not say pour it on ties. I did not say pour it in a cemented ground. Pour it on the ground. For your children's sake. As you are pouring it, no, give it to your children. Don't pour it. Give it to your children to go and pour it. It can be morning, it can be afternoon, it can be night. Get those and give it to you. Give it to your children. Let their hand hold it. Pour it on the ground. If your children, some of your children are in abroad, pour the drink on their behalf. Let them pour the drink also over where they are. If your child is a baby, let that child hold that bottle. You hold the child hand. Open it and pour it. If you are pregnant, hold the drink in your stomach like this. Let the drink be on your stomach this way and pour it. If you don't have a wife, you don't have a husband, you are not married, put the drink in your stomach according to the number of children you want to have and pour it on the ground. Let your children do it. I did not say do it on their behalf. They are awake. I'm awake. Church is a scam. What about your children? Is your children among what you are doing? Do they know about water? Do they know that you're into tradition and culture? Does your children know that you are as a wine? Have you brought them to your altar? Do you do that? Do you take them to the water? Pregnant woman, get that drink. Put it on your stomach this way. See the way it's resting on my tummy? Let it rest on your tummy. Pour it on the ground. Let it rest on your tummy. Open it. Pour it on the ground. Ọlọ́run kò lágbára, Òṣùmàrè màrè òwe, Òṣùmàrè màrè òwe. I did not say you should thank, I say your children. Give it to them. Whether you are a pastor, whether you're a prophet, whether you're a native doctor, it does not matter the God you choose to worship. But I know that one day people will know that there's one God all of us are worshiping. Give that drink to your child. Even if the child never dey waka, the child is still crawling or sitting, or is not even sitting or crawling, let that child hand be on the drink. Put your hand on his or her hand. Open this drink. Pour it on the ground. Most times we tend to worship God of money, God of. We forgot that children have their own gods and goddesses. You are busy. Take your children, whatever, and do whatever fuck shit you guys are doing. What about your children? What about them? Let me tell you something you don't know. Your grace cannot cover for them. They have their own grace. They have their own journey. Your calling or assess and one cannot cover your husband or your children. That is why when your husband mess up, he suffer the consequences. Because your grace cannot speak for your husband. You are as a one. He is your husband. Yes, he married you and kept to the house. But you are as a one. You are as a worker. It doesn't cover him. That he sleep with you, have sex with you, do everything. If he fuck up and mess up, you can't cover him. This thanking, These songs are dedicated to children, their gods and their goddesses, their ndiotu. It is dedicated to them. Tell your brothers or your sisters to do it for their children. Let us say, Mother Earth, thank you. We march on her, crush on her, spit on her anyhow. We on her, pull on her, do everything. And yet our children goes out and come in. Sometime many years ago, a woman lost 4 of her children on Sosoliso Airline. When Sosoliso Airline crashed, she lost 4 children. Her children's schools in Port Harcourt or Abuja, somewhere there. They were coming back. That was the aircraft that Pastor Bimbo died. That woman lost 4 children. Some lost 2. But that woman lost 4 children. Do you think it's because you are nice and wine that your children are safe? Do you think it's because you pray so hard? Do you know what those children go through? Do you think they tell you? They don't tell you. Do you think you are wiser than them? No, you're not wiser than them because they are still pure. Say thank you to the gods that guides children. Say thank you to their spiritual guardian angels. Say thank you to their spiritual being. Tell them thank you. You weren't the one that was guiding them even while you were carrying them in your womb. As they go to school and come back, they don't tell you what they go through. They don't tell you what somebody did to them. They don't tell you. They don't tell you what they go through. Say thank you. Put it on the ground. It's not for adults. I said for children. Children. Make sure that child do it, not you. It's not by your strength. It's not because we too get sense. We know to get sense. It's not to get sense. Anytime you watch this video, do it. Anytime, do it. Write down everything I ask you to do. Once in a while, do it. Don't let somebody remind you. It's not something you do every December. It's something you do always. Oshobare mare oe. Oshobare mare oe. Oshobare mare oe. If you want to buy 4 bottles of wine for one of your child, go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you. 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 Osha. Unemena. Oshubare mare o thank you. Oshubare mare o Oshubare mare o. Thank you. Anukwuru njana ndumu kusiri mma. Thank you. Oshubare mare. Thank you. Hey, Ogenede. Anu ofi onye ajuru ajudi come look at me today. Thank you. Oshubare mare. Hey. Hi. Come on. Ojiji jidemma mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ. Oshimiri ata ata. Eke nwe mmiri nwa n'ọfịa. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my life has a meaning now. A meaningless life have meaning now. Oshubare mare o Oshubare mare o mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ. Eke nwe mmiri nwere ọfịa. Wee naanị ya bụ chi. Ojiji jide mma. Thank you. Thank you, because every day I remember who I am. Every day I cast my mind back to where I came from. Every day I remember. Why I remember is so that I can be grateful every day. When my head went to swell up, I remember that at 16 years I went to Kirikiri and I came out at 20 years. I remember that my 2 legs was broken because of the crime I committed. I remember everything. I remember the shame and the ridicule. I remember the rejection. And why I remember it so that I can work hard, to touch life, because people are going through the same thing. So I always remember so that I can be grateful. I remember that nobody from my father's house has ever gotten a car of their own, that my father don't even have a car, that nobody from my father's compound, my father's house have a car. I remember, and because I remember, I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful because soon I will move into my own house. And because nobody in my father's side or where I was married before that have ever owned their own house, either in the village or in the town. So I remember. I don't remember because it's December. I remember every day. I remember every week. I remember that I would have wasted my life. I remember I tried committing suicide over 6 times. I remember everything. If I have committed suicide, these ones wouldn't have heard me. And I am thankful for every man, woman, girl, or boy that is watching me, that is watching, that is commenting, that is saying, truly, I like you. That said, it is through you that I can eat. I remember that an empty vessel like me was used to touch people's life. An empty shell like me was used to fill others who are empty. And today they are filled. I remember everybody. I remember millions and millions of people that have helped with my money, that have set up their business. I remember women I've opened businesses for. I never asked them to give me the money back. And I am grateful. I remember. And that is why I said, Oshubare mare o Oshubare mare o All I ask you every day is more strength, more power, more money to give. I want to give, but I don't have enough to give. I want more strength, more honor, more glory. Earth, I worship you. You know that. I'm not worshiping you because I'm doing live video. I do that. The one I do, I don't show people. Fire, odogunwoke ekenemugi. I honor you every day. I'm not honoring you because I'm doing live video. I honor you every time without showing them on social media. Father odogunwoke ikuku. Ikuku ama na onye ekene gi. I honor and value and thank you every day of my life. Not because I'm holding phone to do live video, because it is what I do. Oshimiri. Odogu. Eke nwohia nwere mmiri. The only God the universe is worshiping, but they don't know that they are worshiping you. Mmiri no onwe ya. What name do I call you? Oshubare mare o Oshubare mare o Ọlọ́run tó lágbára Oshubare mare Oshubare mare o. I thank you. I don't have anything to give you again. I have given you my life. I've given you my heart, my spirit, my soul, my body, my love. There is nothing else to give to you. I've given you everything. I wish there is more I can give to you. I have given you everything that I will never love any human being the way I love you. My heart has never said, I wish I'm a Christian. I have never think about it. I saw Beromongo, and I got time say, hey, I have never, even while there was no food to eat. Even while there was no food to eat, I've never looked back. Even when people have done good for, have done bad to me, I've never looked back. Even when people ridicule me and call me, you have joined Marine Kingdom, Holy Ghost fire with this, I have never looked back. I didn't look back then when I'm hungry. Is it now I'm going to look back? More strength, more power. And I'm thanking you for every SNY, those who are battling with one issue or the other. Money problem, marital problem, love issue. Not knowing if they are called or not. Not knowing if they are SNY or not. And I'm committing every native doctor into your hand. Every tradition and culture. Everybody who is in their own way trying so hard to understand who they are, to honor their calling, to really understand that they are different. I thank you so much because I know that you show them that their differences is their power. That they don't need to follow the crowd because they are not the crowd. I say thank you. Oshubare bare oe. Oshubare mare oe. And make a nisi woke and isi wine. Thank you. If they don't remember to say thank you, I am saying thank you on their behalf. I am saying thank you to their children, to our children. I'm saying thank you on behalf of wife and husband. Odogwu. Oka ome. Agbalụsịa ngene. Ekene m. Onye ukwu na ọgba agha. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Thank you. Thank you. Ekene. 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 Ekene.